All right. Welcome again, people, to MG Sports TV. Hopefully, guys are doing good, and we are most definitely looking forward to have a good, small amount of discussion. But I'm hopeful that we can have a fairly decent discussion tonight. Now, before we get into the details, people, please don't forget, people, to support our sponsors, Sap Sports. People, please do not forget to support our sponsors, Sap Sports. You can check them out on Instagram at Sap Sports 4, and also you can most definitely walk into the office at 138 Muirhead Road Avenue. Now, before also, people, remember, people, I've launched my Patreon account. I'm most definitely looking forward to you guys giving us some support. As you can see, Zimini is there. Patreon account, people, you can get some of the latest information, some exclusive information. You can get that, people. You can get it so by following our Patreon, by jumping on board to our Patreon. The reason for the Patreon is just to support the program, people. We're looking to move forward the program. We're looking to add more diversity to the program, and we want support in doing so. I was at the Reggae Boyz game training session today, people, and that is the reason why I wanted to support the Patreon, where you can get some little bit more of information, read what is happening there, and something that only patrons who are paying, who are supporting the program in that aspect, will be available to people. I do apologize for it because I know everyone said, why can't we get it? Listen, people, I'm working the Patreon, and these persons will have 24/7 contact with me. It's an app where you can have chat discussion, send messages, send videos, send information. That's the purpose of it, people. It is to grow the channel. It is to help support the channel, people, and that is the reason why I am doing it. Now, let's move off of that topic, people. We're here to discuss the Reggae Boyz. So, big news, people. Numbers are a lot. There's a lot of players who now have been selected by Coach Hall Grimson, Himmer Hall Grimson. Now, the important thing about this is, I have had my fair enough discussion. I actually spoke with the coach at the Monday Night Football yesterday. Spoke with the coach, spoke with the goalkeeper coach. I didn't spoke with John Wall. I didn't have a conversation with John Wall. Just the coach and the goalkeeper coach I'm spoken to so far. Hopefully, going further from here, I'll have a discussion with John Wall. So importantly, what they're doing, people, what they're doing, I for one, can clearly, categorically say something is happening. I for one can clearly say something is happening. I'm saying it, people. Something is happening. Something is boiling, people. Because my video kind of freeze a bit a while ago. Make it the talk. Something a boil, people. Let me tell you, this is the truth. Something a boil. Something a boil. Something a happen, people. The moment this coach arrived, without a doubt, the first day he started work. He started working. On the first day of his arrival, he started working. And this is something that is quite new to the Jamaican populace. Especially within Jamaica, even on match days, there's not a lot of people who would have recognized that, hey, the Reggae Boyz coach is here, this, that, rated, T. It didn't really happen quite a few, that didn't happen a lot. No, for even Paul Hall watched the games, but because he's not in Jamaica, there's not much games that he could have attended. And I do believe, for sure, what I do know from Paul Hall, and I do know about Paul Hall, if he was in Jamaica, he would be at those games as well. Now, pertaining to what's happening right now, I'm not sure if the other coaches would have done it. I do know that Paul Hall did have these things in transition, but not sure. No, this coach come in and start putting the groundwork. The groundwork have started. The rebuilding, the genuine rebuilding process of the Reggae Boyz football team has started. The genuine, I mean real groundwork. I'm not talking about just got England go call some people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about groundwork in development of local football, development of local football players, and also the integration of the players that are playing overseas and trying to see how we can get the best players as possible, and the best players as possible to see what direction we can move towards. Now, there's so much thing to say. I did a poll. There is a particular poll going on right now in the comment section. And what I don't want people, this is what I don't want. Let me tell you clearly. This is what I don't want. I do not want the amount of votes in the poll to surpass the amount of likes on the video. Do not allow the amount of votes in the poll to surpass the likes on the video. Let the likes be the shining light of the video, people. Because what that does, that sends out to the YouTube algorithm that you guys actually enjoy this program. And let me tell you, right now the vote now reflect anything compared to like. We have 40 votes. And we like not even reach 30. So a lot of persons are willing to vote, but not willing to hit the like button. All you gotta do is close the comment section, smash the like button. Now, there's going to be a lot of discussion. Let me get to the poll now. This is what happened. This is what the question said. Is this a good initiative from head coach Hemir Hall Grimson? Is this a good initiative? Now, one, yes, we needed it. We needed it a long time. No, we needed it. We never say want. We needed this a long time. No. Number two, no, it won't be relevant. Number three, no need for the local players. And I am sure, and that is the reason why I kind of opened that's the reason I kind of opened the poll. So it can give us a wider talking topics, really, not only go in one direction, but also go in the next direction. Now, importantly, people, in the 32 players that were called to the first local squad training camp, I should say, we have 3 schoolboy representatives in that. 3 schoolboy representatives in that. Many might say, hey, we don't need them. Many might say this, many might say that. Funny enough, let me tell you this now. There are so much people going to say, boy, we don't need that player there. We don't need that player there. Or we don't need none of them except one. Or we don't need none of them except the one there. It makes no sense. You can't say you don't need none and then you're going to accept one. No. It's either you don't need none at all or you need at least a few. No. There's so much talking point. I was at the training session. There's not much to discuss because it was more like a session of getting to know each other. Just some simple little drills and stuff like that. No, but even so, at the training session, I could understand the coach's personality. And for one, read the training session, his personality, demanding. Very, very, very demanding. Extremely demanding. So that's the biggest key point I would take away from the small training session of the guys. Just that. Not getting tactics, not going to get in any of that, people. Won't get in any of that. So it was a good training session. The coaches were there, and also some of the local coaches were there as well. Looking on, observing, see what they're doing, try, just a general understanding of what is happening. So it's actually a good. Now, what I'm going to do, people, I'm going to drop the call in. Because there's so much there's always a lot of people who are saying this or saying that. And when it's your time to explain yourself really, really properly, put some structure into what you want to say, you can't do it. Listen, I'm going to drop the calling number. As soon as I'm done, breeze through the aspect of it. I'm going to drop the call number, and I want you guys to call in. The calling most definitely has to do with the poll that we implemented. The calling has to do with the poll that is there. And the poll states, is this a good initiative by or from Hemir Reggae Boyz end coach, Himir Al Grimson. The poll states, yes, we need it in a long time. 2, that's number 1. Number 2, no, it won't be relevant. 3, no need for local players. I want you to call in. Prodigy, I want you to call in. You can't continue to be a keyboard warrior. Come, call in, and explain your point. No need to be a keyboard warrior. Prodigy. No need to be a keyboard warrior. I want you to call in and explain yourself. Give us an insight of what or how you're looking at things, and that for sure would give us a better understanding of where you are coming from with your relative point of view. Guys, continue to smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. Would really appreciate it if you guys do so. All right, so first of all, let me bring up the squad. I know most of you guys have already seen the squad. I do think you'd have already seen the squad. Basically, this is just a bit of reiteration. Technically, it's going to be a bit of reiteration actually. So let me make this a bit bigger. Let me make this a bit bigger. Alright, give me a second to get a call, people. Oh no, call, hang up. Yeah, no, so let me make this smaller, cause it's too big, people. It's really too big. So may I make it smaller so everybody can see it. Alright. So as you can see, these are the numbers, but apparently, let me run through that. Anyway, so there's a lot of people in the comment section. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Do not forget to have 66 likes. You see that, people? So what about? My apologies, 66 votes. If we have 66 votes, it means that we're supposed to have 67 likes. The vote should not outdo the likes, people. The vote should not do it. Omar Forbes said him no MG Giovanni plays big up. He has no point, just negative for the sake of it. He must have a point, man. No, man. I personally want to hear him point, man. You have to have a point. Big up Fresh God. Welcome. Fresh God said like up the live, people. Like up the live. If we have 100 likes, we're supposed to have 100 votes. We're supposed to have 101 likes. There's no way the vote should outdo the likes. All right, let me continue. Kemar Carr, big up. Omar Forbes said, big up MG with there. Giovanni Play said, big up MG. Big up as well. Prodigy said, no, bro, we don't need local players. Good. So we already have the first caller. That must be Prodigy. It must be the first caller automatically. Stretch Sports Football said, my respect, MG. Big up. Coach is assessing the local talent. Nothing wrong with that. Well said, Giovanni Plays. Prodigy said, for what? Assessing for what? Giovanni Plays said, what do you mean for what? He's new to the island and doesn't know what's here. Nothing wrong with him assessing the players here. I agree. Bad Gaza, them people are just fans of JA football. Them don't really know Jamaica football. True. Bad said, this no go and this no go one way. It has to go. Oh, this no go one way. It has to go both ways. Definitely agree with that. AJ said you are right. Emperor reaction said Prodigy must a little boy. Giovanni said he has no point, just negativity. Wicked man, burp. Big up. Brr. Screw it up. Brr. Everybody around in the region always have a local based team in camp, so when time the ball them fly in, them can gel in. Well said. Raycon Richards, big up even the little comment. Al J, all way go on. Whisper everybody come here. I hear about. Really? Well, listen. I have already messaged the player. I already messaged the three young players. Congratulations to all the senior players, all the players that got invited, but unfortunately only messaged 3 players: Whisper, Malachi Douglas, and Okima Jones. Those are only 3 players I messaged independently on actually giving them a congratulations and said, well done, proud of you. Definitely the work actually start right here. So I've messaged all three of them. And the reason why I did that, because I have a close connection to these players because of the schoolboy football, and I've been watching them from them young. I watch them long time I watch them. So me message them independently and said congratulations, and definitely. For the big man them now, definitely I feed them time for shine. And most of them, not for them already, have already represented Jamaica. Some this is not their first call up, this is not their first rodeo. And also there's quite a few of them who is actually their first. So congratulations to you guys as well. Raycon Richard said 8 of the players them are past and present Clarendon College players. Well said. Studio Elliot said the whole point of this algorithm is familiarizing himself with what's available. It doesn't mean he will pick a mainly local based team. He will choose from the local players who shows promise. True. Norman said MG Lego the calling. Your opinion we came here to hear. Most of them always attack rubbish. Made the program get boring. Now, man, it's important, you know. Even though it might sound like a foolish system attack, they still have a point and want their point to be heard. Even if me not agree, me not gonna say a foolishness. Even if me not agree, we all have our own perspective on how we view things in life, and it's good to understand everyone and where everyone is coming from. Read their point of view, how they look at things. As I said, their perspective of life. Wicked Man Burb said, all right, 8 of them used to play for CC and what? Brother, stop living at school's football. So I go on for them. Yeah. So yeah, sir. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to move from that. Make moves right now. So let me just announce the names. I do think you guys would have already known the names before. So let me just read through that. Kemar Foster from Waterhouse, goalkeeper. Ramon Owl, Waterhouse, midfielder. Ricardo Thomas, defender. Peter McGregor, Dumby Holding. Trevante Stewart. Kimani Campbell. Funny enough, Kimani Campbell is actually a youngster that played for Waterhouse last year. Now he's playing for Mount Pleasant. My apologies. Very talented youngster. Really, I think about 2021. Really talented youngster. Demario Phillips, Mount Pleasant. Devante Campbell, Mount Pleasant. As you guys know, Devante Campbell, Mount Pleasant number 7, Mount Pleasant winger. Also, schoolboy. You can categorize him as schoolboy. Jamai Tope, Mount Pleasant. Alwyn Harvey, Mount Pleasant. Odien Murray, Mount Pleasant as well. Quite a lot of Mount Pleasant players. Tafarai Chambers, goalkeeper, Mount Pleasant. Shaquille Dyer, Mount Pleasant. Solé McCullough, Mount Pleasant. Eric Edwards, Arnett Garden, goalkeeper. Kimani Arburn, bye-bye. For those who know him, Arburn, bye-bye. Arnett Garden. Earl Simpson, Arnett Garden. Ajuma Johnson, Arnett Garden. Richard King, Cavaliers. Dwayne Busy Atkinson, Cavaliers. Colin Anderson, man in form right now. Both him and Trevante Campbell are leading goal scorers in the Premier League. Kyle Ming, Cavaliers. Very, very talented youngster, Kyle Ming. Very good defender. Jaden White, goalkeeper, Cavaliers. O'Shane Staple, Harborview. Well done, O'Shane. Big up Staple. Nicholas Hamilton. Big up Kumi. Colorado Murray. Big up Fordham. Joshua Anglin. Rooney. Of course, this is Rooney. Gawain Aston, Portmore United, Okima Jones, big up Chapelton Maroons, Malachi Douglas, Chapelton Maroons, Dujan Richards, Phoenix Academy, Jason Wright, Mullines United. So really, really interesting. It's a lot of names. Well, kind of know all I names them, but a lot of names, and for sure I am saying well done to everyone on getting selected. Now, for the coach to select you, he must have seen something for him to select you. He must see something to select you. Now, let me tell you this now. Let me give you my point of view on all of this. Now, people like Prodigy who say, boy, this doesn't make no sense. Why purpose I do this? Let me tell you now. There are some factors in calling a local camp on a regular basis. So, it'll be 2 days per week. 2 days per week. So, think about this now. 2 days per week for the next 2 years. We have our local players, because it won't be the same set of players right now. So more than likely, he's going to have a base amount of players. He will have a base amount of players. Like him have one set 10. So each time 32 players call, him have a set 10 will consistently go. These players are consistent. Now, listen to this. If these 32 players consistently every week for the next, let me see if I can calculate it. Coming up bright. Coming up bright. Let me see if I can calculate it. So, for 2 days out of the month, 2 days per week, so that's 8 days per month times 12. So that's 8 days per, so that's 96 days in a 1 year for the next 3 years. So that's 288 days of training for these players for 3 years. I never gonna put 4. I put 2. I never put 4. I put 3. Let me see, add 96 more on it. So basically 1 year worth of training. 1 year worth of training for these players. Now, look at this. With his experience and his knowledge and coaching ethics, all of these accolades combine coaching our local players, a combined set of local players. This is what's going to happen from here on. And let me show you the ripple effect, the good ripple effect that it has. Now, we always complain, say, boy, local man, them not good enough. You always have, say, them man not ready for this level. Well, on, why? Give me a second, people, because in a hot, I'm door. Yeah. Good. Let me continue. So there's always a complaint, say, hey, local man, they not good. Fan base, right? That is a fan base. I'm all that say. Local man, they not good. That is the biggest talk overall. Now, with Curve K said, is this a new structure meaning the 2 camps per week? At present moment, that seems to be what what the plan is going forward. And I'm just going to explain to you how important this is, if this is something that should continue. Think about it now. Think about this now. When you have these players, if regards, let me use comparison. Let me use Mikel Antonio. So use Mikel Antonio and Leon Bailey as the highest level. So if Mikel Antonio there and Leon Bailey are 100, right? The local players then they are 30. If these 2 training sessions per week can even get them up to 40 or even 50, you have a 20% better player if they're going to select them. If, not saying that they're going to select them, you have a 20% better player who contribute something and not go there lagger-headed. Like what we usually have in the past. Not go there lagger-headed and no nothing, no up to par. Good. No, you have that. Now think about with the knowledge that is going to be imparted on these players for the next 2 to 3 years. How do you think when these players go back to their respective clubs and the league, how they will transcend that knowledge or that training ethic to those players around them and also in the league? Automatically, that would have mean a significant increase in quality within players in the club and also the league. Now listen to this now. Listen to this. If you know, say, if anyone now know playing at the JPL, if anyone now know, you could be 40 or 50-year-old, and you know, say, the senior international coach is at every single match, that almost every game that you are playing live, watching you. That means that you are going to want to put on your best show. You are going to want to put on your best show. That is it. Which means automatically, this is going to say that you trying to put on your best show, if you realize you're not fit enough, if you realize you can do better things, it means you're going to start do your personal training. So even if none of them players never done personal training before, they will now going to try and put in those things in place. So indirectly, it's going to force these players to improve independently. And with these players improving independently, it means that you will have more structured and more organized. You will have better outcome or better players coming to play week in, week out, because they will be playing to be seen. They'll be playing to be able to be called to that 30-man squad even next week or the week before. Even if some people go up and diet for cutting their weight, this is the implication that this particular strategy has on the league. These are the positives that it has on the league. Even in the same sense, if you strongly believe that these players are just not good enough, at the same sense, independently within Jamaica, they are improving significantly. And you cannot understate improving your local league. You cannot understate that, because if we are going to play a friendly outside of a FIFA window, these are the same players. These are the same players that we require to use. We can't go MLS go get an MLS player them because it is within a FIFA window. We can't go Premier League go get an Premier League players them because it's in the FIFA window. We cannot. So we're going to have to call on the same local squad. And if we call a local squad, we cannot call a local squad that is good enough, fit enough, properly developed. We are going to be in problem. And for years we have seen that if we call a local squad, just cannot represent themselves well because they are just not up to the level. So, if anyone cannot look past what is happening right here, if you cannot see what really happened right here, so it means that it 100% means that if you put on football, if you put on supporting a football and go take up cricket, or else you just don't want to see the local football get any better. And if you are a Reggae Boyz supporter, there's no way you can be a Reggae Boyz supporter. There's no way you can be a Reggae Boyz supporter and say you love Jamaica and you want Jamaica to do good, but yet still you don't want the local league to improve. There's no way. That no correlate. It no correlate at no point in time. If you want to see the league do good, this is something that should have been implemented a long time. You know, long way I say a local camp on a weekly basis. You know, long all football-minded person asks a local camp week in, week out basis. Because this will psychologically force the players to improve their independent performances, which will improve better outcome, which will improve better performances. Or I should say rather display better performances, and the thing are going to look a little bit better. It's going to look better. Guys, please do smash the like button. We are only 9 likes away from hitting 100. We need 113 votes and only 91 likes. So, me get that out of way now, people. Me get that out of way. Alright, big deal said, let me continue. So people 113 votes, 114 votes, and we can't hit 100 likes. John was there. You see how far the votes ain't gone. Project said I'm even seeing players on the national team that's playing in the JPL, a semi-pro league. That's not even but yet Prodigy, you not understand. Alright, so who remember when we play? I think a Cameroon we play. When we played against a Cameroon we play? Or people try to remember. Qatar. Oh, you remember what happened against Qatar, right? A Qatar? Catalonia game come up outside of a FIFA window, and we could not feel a proper team. We feel a team of 9 players who made their debut. 9 players who made their debut on that particular day. Why? Because we never had a steady squad. We never had a B squad. So we end up feeling 9 players who just play for the first time man meet. Meet, shake hand, and go up on the field, go play together. That don't make no sense. That is what don't make no sense. Big Dylan said, let me scroll. Here we go on, people. This is what I'm going to do. I drop the call in, yeah? So there's a lot of discussion going on. But the truth is, people, we not talk, but we don't really explain themselves. Prodigy, call in. You of all person, call in. Big deal then. Big deal then. Call in as well. Call in. Make your voice be heard. State on the growth. State on the issues. There's a lot of issues. State it. As I said, let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. So call in. Jim Ricky said, look at La Liga MX in Mexico. They don't really buy a lot and they sell a lot and always have players to replace who leave. Wicked Man Burp said, Jimmy, me agree with that, but some schoolboy football have a stranglehold on any possibility of having that. I'm more not about. Bodybad said, them people you know, understand say a coach that the problem, you know, just say the players them just say the players them no good. Maybe they don't really know that. Jason said this coach is exactly who I'm looking to coach or young talent. Powerful lineup, and I'm telling just them want gel. Oh, them just want gel together and give them some love. Jamie said, wicked man, if I saw Igor, the clubs bid for SBF players. Yes, on the hall over a place. Alright, so I'm going to start back from the top because maybe I miss up everything. Kurt V said, is this a new structure? Just yes, I'm rich. I think this is the direction that they want to go. And this is something that I've been calling for a long while. Big up, Big Crook. Big up. You know, see, is a fool that no Bailey can't left Villa. If on a FIFA window, none of the best players then can't left. None of the Ravel Marson, the Leon Bailey, Mikel Antole, once it's not a FIFA window, then can't leave. They cannot leave. The club not gonna let them go. The big clubs they not gonna let them play. Especially when they fight for a position at the table. They fight for top 4. They fight for Champions League or something. They won't let go their players. They fight to get promoted. They fight in a relegation. They will not. So we must have a local camp where we have some players we can say, okay, these are the players that we will be using. We have been looking at these players for the past 2 years, and we know that the time come, these players can go and represent us. Yes, it might not be at the level of having a Bob Reid, Liam Bailey, and Mikel Antonio, but they can go there and replicate something, and with some good coaching, I can guide them as a coach. If you can't see that, boy, football enough for you. Big Dylan said the B team play Cameroon. Omar Forbes said Blake should I get called up? To the young youth from centre back from JC. Alright, I assume that this is the first caller. Caller, yeah, hear we? You're on mute.
MG.
Yeah, bless up. Announce yourself first, caller. Announce yourself. Oh, bless up, Naaman. Wagwan, Naaman.
Alright, me there. Any player from last night game, any player from the last game up on the team card, any other player like them want to selected, boy.
Oh, alright, so that which game again? That
the last game, man, the
Tivoli and
Waterhouse. Any player there upon it? We played last night.
Yeah, man. Waterhouse goalkeeper, Kemar Faster. Yeah, man. Waterhouse play. Waterhouse player there, man. Me check him.
MG, don't follow up no for them, no for man we are tight team, no for man we are right team.
Mm-hmm.
Don't follow up no for them that because you know so them not go a game, no for them man I just sit around their computer and their phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean it's a good look, man, because I'm also me go enough game, you know, so me have a good idea when a baller can perform and when them not perform. Mm-hmm. But as I say, it's a good look for the national team. Them need to have some local player there at Jamaica train regular. So when anything like I just say when Catalan game, when they have a game outside of the FIFA window, them can call in some fairly decent player we play with them one another and kind of know how each.
I know what the coach require of them. Yeah,
man. I really sit man. I listen, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time because I want some other people calling.
Alright, bless up. Bless up,
it's
man.
It's a good look.
Alright, thank you for calling, yeah?
Alright, let's go.
Bless up. That was the first calling people. Naaman in the comment section. Big up, Naaman. Big up. Wicked Man said, no, Jamie can't beat. Ah, well, we're not about difference. No, not about. Jason said, this coach is exactly who I'm looking forward to. I just read that a while ago. The Wicked Man League can get better if we no carry youth. If we no youth, no one use we league for development. Zimmy, the first thing need improving in the JPL is wage. Yeah, but if you perform now improve, we not willing. You see, though. We not complain say the man is not good, the man is not play good, and the man is this and that. So tell me now, if the man is not perform at the level, if you get certain money, if you get wage, if you get proper wage, you know things like that are one factor too. Say me now, I play for my lines, I me a strike for my lines, and if you pass 3 seasons only 9 goals me score, me deserve to get a pay raise? No, not lie. Say so what happen now. This is what happened. So as much as all people say Mount Pleasant come to buy out the league. Let me tell you what me glad say Mount Pleasant. The reason I'm glad say Mount Pleasant I do them I do. This is what I do. It means say if a club want hold on pan them baller and pay them baller. That's it I tell me. Mount Pleasant right now come like the Man City or the Chelsea. If a club want hold on pan them better ballers them, then pay them. Then pay them. Because right now the no five baller and say, hey, you are going. Me no only look pan trophy now. I want better pay. And if Mount Pleasant offer better money, me a go Mount Pleasant. Loyalty, that me can't carry loyalty to shop. Me can't carry loyalty to shop. That now put food on table. I put food on table because me a train every day, me a work hard every day, and me not get the pay feed. So hey, loyalty, turn a door, put some food on my table. So, as much as all people complain, say, boy, Mount Pleasant come like they want to buy out the league and this and rate it, because then it's a buy baller. Me, for one, as much as me hear people complain about it, I even me will say, boy, Mount Pleasant has spent that, they must spend. Me know, understand, me look on football at a different perspective. Now, this is also say that the PFJL have to go look on how them operate things now and say, hey, well, let's see if we can bring across one wage structure and say, hey, all right, amateur players, we understand the situation of amateur players. Here's a stipend, amateur players. But at a player at 18 years old, I will sign a contract. The minimum wage in Jamaica, I think about $10,000. So the minimum wage of a player, the minimum payment plan for a player probably be 50,000, not less than that, because a minimum wage. And the reason why a player get 50,000 is because he's not a big player, he's not a big name player, he's not perform like a big name player. When you have the big name players them now, they might clock it the 150, 160 or clock it 2 bills. Because they might perform week in, week out. They must score a bag of goal. They might contribute to team performance. So that is also a way to look at it. Kirby, so what's the typical transfer figure in our local league? Listen, as much as we get information, movements, who go wait, who get this, the man them not disclose them pay. Yeah? And me not gonna ask a player how much money I make. Me not gonna ask that. I think that is definitely private. So, me for one people, me not know. I mean not come here and talk. It's what me don't know. Me not go say me know or me don't know. Me not come here and talk say this and talk say that. I don't know. If somebody have friend or somebody who have a brother who have ball or this or that, them can have a better and more informative discussion on it rather than I am. Because I don't know and I will not ask. That's a private thing. Me not make no money, so me not expect a man to ask much. Exactly. Jordan said 200,000. That's actually a lot. That's a lot. Jeremy said, but MG, me not say quality in a JPL no. I do see a lot of quality, lots of quality, but wage structure needed. I agree. Wage structure needed. I agree. So, yeah, this is what I look at now. Say you have a player who play for your club and he's just 22 years old. Yes, him young. But guess what now? Look at this, right? Even though I'm 22, he's one of the best midfielders in the Jamaica Premier League. Just saying that. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. He deserves to get him pay raise. In agent, this is not a problem now. Many of these players don't have agents. None of them don't have agents. That is the problem. And a player perform well, him not have nobody to say, hey, listen man, I perform well, look at the numbers. These are numbers that man give you. I do believe him can get something more. He can get an extra 20 grand. Or even so, since him a perform week in, week out, bonus. For every goal, 10 grand per goal. The striker them, 10 grand per goal. 10 grand per goal. And one striker score 5 goal in a 3 games, a 50 grand that in collect, a 50 grand that bonus, but him pay if he mountain already. So if him typical salary, same typical salary at 100,000 a month. Just saying, 100,000 a month. And him a striker. And in bonus is 10 grand per goal, 5 grand per assist. And in done in month with all 5 goals and 4 assists. So much money I get. So I get almost 200,000. He's getting almost 200,000 basically off in normal basic salary and in add-ons them. So if these are ways how the agent then can negotiate, say, I could put in this class. But you know the importance of that now. That is telling the striker, say, hey, if you want more money, you go perform for it. You go score your goal for it. So if the captain usually take penalty, here what you do now. You got a training session, and you work for your penalties them, so you become the best night team for penalty. So automatically the coach will say, hey, give penalty duty. So as a penalty come up, penalty that, a year one. As you go in the 18-yard box and a man touch you, grung, you get a penalty. You 10 grand that seal solid and put away. These are ways how you can manipulate, how you can get the better pay, how you can increase your money. More so just turn up and say, boy, more 200,000, more 150,000, and you never play for it. Night before you do a party, you come out training junk. Yeah, no, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. So these are ways of how, as I said, enough of players, enough people look on the JPL. 3/4, or I'm going to say 3/4, probably could be less. But 3/4 of players, them, from my knowledge, don't have an agent. 3/4 of the JPL players, them. And some of that, I think, like quarter of them are amateurs are play. But you still have another 3/4 who these things relative to and active to. So these are ways. So these are how you can improve your squad. So if I'm on a club, them, right? And me start dash up bonuses. So for keeper, clean sheet, 5 grand per clean sheet. Every clean sheet where you walk out with a 5 grand. 5 grand extra per defender and keeper. 5 grand extra. Every defender, once you pick up a clean sheet, a 5 grand extra that. So you know what that mean? Man, man work harder. Because man want to secure the bag. They go work harder. Just use some figures, people. I don't know the exact figures. Fresh God said more than that, MG. Fresh God, I don't know the exact figures, but I just say. So these things, people, these are the smaller, minute details that can improve individual players. And once you find out that players have improved themselves like individually, you realize that performances are going to become better. All of these things, it's going to be a ripple effect. So that is the reason why I said, with the coach come now and have him training session every 2 weeks, it means you're going to have even the man who down at Timbuktu, who played for the team down at Timbuktu, who usually party at night time and drink, the man you're going to start sharpen up. Then give and say, hey, I want to be a part of that, Worst case scenario, every time them call up, then get called up for your team, then get extra food. Every man they get called up, 120 grand or 130 grand in them pocket. Every man they get called up, 120 or 130 grand in them pocket. Man want that. 2 days, 30 grand. Man want that. And a training, just the same as normal training. Man want that. Him want that. That's what he want. So he might train extra hard. He might go become more disciplined now. And then now, the problem is the younger youth them, like some of the school youth them want to try break into the first team. You're going to find out that these players, these young youths are going to say, hey, all right, so that the man they get called up, and that the man they inevitably, all right, so I say, this man they get called up, and he now works as hard as me. You know what? I go work harder. I got this, I got that. And these are smaller details that are going to make the thing improve. And for things to get better, these small aspects must integrated in it. just then small aspect here. People, me know a lot of people as a customer say, boy, MG, you love pick up for local baller, you love this and love that. Let me tell you people, I'm not saying, me not gonna say me more patriotic than anybody else. And me not gonna say the Premier League is the best league in sliced bread. No, it's not the best league. And there's so much more to improve on. So much more to improve on. But with what the coach, you see coach coming with right now, these are the small steps. These are the building blocks of improving what we have. Listen now, let me show you this now. Everybody, I talk about Whisper. Everybody, I talk about Whisper. You know what this call up do for Whisper? Me could take away all of him agent and all them something outside. This is what I do for him now. This is what I call up I do for him now. This shows say, yes, me can come and represent my country. Yes, they must see me. So even if him not concentrated, even if him get above it, get ahead of himself. This call up, when him go in and squad, he must say blows and skirt. Them man every day and bounce, you know. Because me can't tell you, he not going there automatically the best player. No. He might go in there and say, oh, the man play at a particular level, man. This is a level one there. So this now I go in third. Force him to put out extra effort. Force him for kick in. Same thing, Malachi Douglas. Malachi Douglas play Premier League, so Malachi Douglas kind of experience playing against big man week in, week out. But the same thing apply. Same thing I go apply to him. Same thing I go apply to Okima Jones. Because these are the three youngsters who get called up. And you have to look on that people. These three youngsters, you must look on it. Look on it now, people. Out of this much big man who play for Premier League all long now, get called up. And out of it, these three youngsters get called up. Yes, for me personally, me can't tell you. I wanted to see Romy Blake tonight. And I do think that there's something in plan for Romy Blake. I personally think so. For personal reason, you know. But anyways, I do think so. But these are the smaller things that are applicable to these players. Let me show you this right now. When Whisper teammates them, when Malachi Douglas teammates them, when Okimo Jones teammates them, when them look on them little thing and say, alright, so if Malachi can get called up, or if Malachi can get called up and he just little bit ahead of me, if me put in some more training, so if me put in some more training, that means me can get called up as well. If me start play for a Premier League club, that means me can get called up. You have a lot of players who, you have so much players right now who now play for a Premier League club, and this is the opportunity for them to say, hey, me never represent Jamaica. You know how I feel just to have on the colours, just the jersey, just the training gear. If you ask the players them how it feel just for have on the training gears them, what it means to them. That is the reason why when them have on the training gear, them take picture at night. It means the world to them. Because as a youth, this is your dream. This is your aspiration. This is where you want to be. And when you put on that, it is saying that me I put in some work. It has said what I've been doing all these years, it has come to fruition. And guess what now? If next week another training session call and you're in there, you know what you do next week, you go work harder. You go put in more work because you want to get called again. You want to grab at that. It's like a man in a big like ocean a drown. And somebody drop one thread in a big like ocean and tell him, say, save yourself. And say, save yourself. And the way I grab off of that the thread there. The way I grab off of that thread, I think one big old rope I grab off of. People, I do apologize for using strictly layman term, but this people, for me, this mean a lot to me. This definitely mean a lot to me. This mean a lot to me because I, for one, who knows I'm an avid follower of the local football because I strongly believe in the development of our local league, and this is actually going the right direction. This is actually a part or a stepping stone in developing the local league. And for one, because me respect all I ball them. Much as I'm there match day, I'm a cuss and go on bad. They can't hear me. No, so enough of them can on the pitch can hear me. They can't hear me. Because I'm going bad, but me did them, I enjoy myself, and the ball them know me and they know say, hey, go on. I'm here to support I'm here to give them the support 100%. And if they not play good, they know something I tell them say they not play good. And if they have a good game, they know something I tell them say, hey, good game, man. They know that. But at the end of the day, this way coach do people. This way coach do people. May I tell people, do not understate it. Do not understate it. I feel like say, boy, I just one of them thing there. You go on people, may I drop back the calling number. May I drop back the calling number so you can call in again. Because I lament long time now, I chat a whole lot of things. I drop back in number, people. I drop back in number. So I say I can pin it. I pin the number, people. I pin the number. The number pin people. So when you can call in same way. The poll are run. There still have people who say, boy, the local players don't need it. So you go still. Anyways, the people see the number in the calling section. So call in, WhatsApp call or straight call. If you can straight call, most definitely. But I prefer the WhatsApp call because you don't know say credit now go burn off. No. This coach, let me tell you now. The first time I see coach, Manningsman was there because Manningsman, good close associate with the coach. They might think more than likely might show him around and make him understand what I go on, show him the league and stuff, you know. But in the same sense, the first time I see the coach, all their coaching staff have the notebook. They have the notebook. And tell me now, the first man them the first coach I can watch the league. And the coach come with a notebook. I take notes, I write down Wednesday, I take names, he ask for team sheet. The coach ask for team sheet. He want to see the players them, he want to know the players them, he is intrigued with what's happening. Now, as up and running said, it's down to the players them to showcase what they can do and what they have to offer. It's down to the players them. There's one particular player. Yes, he's not a part of the squad. When the coach, well, alright, so this is something, right? So he's a youngster, and the coach himself, there was a part of the coach that speak with the coach, right? And the coach called me over to ask me about the youngster because through them know say me follow up this the youth aspect of football, right? And when me tell the coach the player name, let me tell the coach the player age, I should say, the age. The coach could not believe. Man said, whew, that an exact reaction. Whew. He couldn't believe. So it is there. Seth Curry said first time he was watching in person. He watched RPL and Schoolboy on TV. Well, as me sure saying that again that talk about. But me tell us people, it was from see them come and them affiliate themselves, them try to get to know the hierarchy, them meet with the under 20 coaching staff as well, and the under 17, my apologies, under 17 coaching staff as well, and them talk. Jim Ricketts said, which player that? Jim Ricketts, the next squad announced. Me strongly believe that the next squad announced. The next squad announced. The player go in it, and then me I go tell her. So just remind me. And he write down the player name. I mean, he write me sure I was there. He write down the player name. He asked me the player play 3 position. 3 position the player play. And he asked me, I'm telling the 3 position. And he take the player age, take the player name, and write down the 3 position them. So, that, me look on that, me say, yeah, this man come to work, this man not come for idle, this man need business. And remember, no people, last night in their JPL match, right? And today, him have some of the same players they might have last night. So some of my players have last night, today, I drill them, such and such, this, that, rate. And which means he's dedicated to what he's doing. Wicked Man said, Guna, you have the link with the coach. The man, when you shot it's not gonna be that easy to interview him because I've got a sequence of stuff to interview him specifically. But I think I hopefully go through. Bad Girls said World Cup just finished. Every team inject young and fresh players. Well, I can tell you. This man, alright, so me not get to speak with the assistant, John Wall. Me not get to speak with him as yet. He's one who's interested in youth development. Hopefully, we can have a 1v1 with him. Wicked Man said, Dwight Spencer is hitting the ground running right away. Unseen said, all military have to do a link, I am sure, and the interview lineup. No, man, more than likely, if that is the case, more than likely, man is man, I'll shut an interview with him, which is, I definitely think he should do. He should do. You don't know, hey, people, no, man is man, big it up, people. Them man, they run things, man. Steph Curry said, love the fact that he's interacting with the fans. Yeah, listen, not really the fans. Not really fans, more so the coaching staff and people who are associated, because which time sit down and really fan section. That's when sit down, which time sit down are which one that are mostly the journalists, FA president, the president, the coach, the Reggae Boy coaching staff, the youth coaching staff, the president of the club them, the technical director for the club them, players, some of the players them for the club them. So it's not really not really fans in their own. So well, probably me the fan. Maybe the only fan in that section there. Yeah, probably. I'm the only person in that section where I would have them. I would look a hungry belly brother. Yeah. Yeah. VIP area. Brett just said that. Yeah, man. VIP area, man. The big people area. Yeah. I probably me only one of VIP over there. I don't know. Say, me love chat. I met nice. Yeah. And entertainment. Me over there for the entertainment. For the short, I met nice. Guna said you're on your fan pass. Guna, you're an AC, your pass fan. Do I said MJ, you big media house personality? No sir. So them say. So Marcus said whisper no forget no call until me see him show case him talent in higher level of playing that from me. Alright, so Marco, drop the calling number. Please call in and tell us what your thoughts on that. Tell us what your thoughts on that. And for sure, the coach must have seen something in him to say, let me see what he can offer. So let me call him. So I do think that the coach must have seen something in him. Marcus said, but not saying he's not a good player. See how come. Do I said media MG a big media house personality. Jim Ricky said Gawain a good baller. Need more work on his awareness. True. Steph said Marco, that makes 0 sense. Listen, man, Marco, the calling number is there. You can call in via WhatsApp. The pin comment. Look at the pin comment. Just call in and explain your case. We're here to listen. We have no problem listening to your case and understanding where you're coming from. Read that. And for one, I won't belittle what you're saying. In regards to that, I would understand it 100%. But I would also wish for you to understand what other person are saying. So in a sense, they even fight in the comment section. Jade said, sad that I didn't see Ramirez Blake name on the list. At some point in time, I think we're going to see his name on the list, man. At some point in time. Hopefully. Don't say me say, but hopefully. Don't say me say, but hopefully you see his name on the point. I for one, wish to see him name at some point in time. Because, listen, people, listen. The youths are brilliant. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Anyways, jump in the comment section. Said Steph Curry, this football, not basketball. Look at it. Marco, calling him, man. Calling him, Marco, let's understand. Jemrick said, love all him uncle play a main part in Gawain's development. And Steph Curry laugh. Ishmael, big up. Is it right time for Whisper? What do we have to lose? Nothing at all. And next 3 years I know people are gonna say, hey, we never call him and this and that, you see? So we say, man. MG, we have a talent in Anova whom we want you highlight. Him talent I go to waste. Interesting. But me not see him. Me not see him. Me don't know him. Me not see him. Oh, okay. Marcus said independent camp at JDF. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. Soji. We can call us Soji now, no, cause I don't know. Me are not Soji again, so me can say, hey, Soji. Yeah. Burb said, God and Jesus Selassie should have in the squad. Brother, if you don't fear it, not get picked and nothing. Hey, people, me tell them, hope me call line for the calling now. Hope me call line for the calling. And I don't want calling. So the same, man. So the same. Anyway, so people, let me tell you. I, for one, think that this, what we're seeing right now, could be the transformation of Jamaica football holistically. Not only players that are playing overseas, but also reggae the local football. Not only the Reggae Boyz who are the top pinnacle of football in Jamaica, but also local football. We are now seeing the change that we so highly demand. One of the change, I should say. Now, next thing we should see is the fading of SBF and try to integrate a lower tier. So we could move over from SBF and have like a under 21 national league or under 20 national league. Let's have something like that. So feed away the SBF, feed it away, and have an under 20 national league, and then we have under 17 national league, under 18. So these are the direction that we want to see the local football heading towards. And I do think that at least I'm not trying to drop the gun, you know. I'm really not trying to drop the gun, but I'm just saying these are the direction that we should look at football going. Marcus said long time Kyle Ming should have gotten a call up. Quality player, quality defender actually. Tariq Brown said can't fade from SBF if you put in the right structure and organize the right developmental pattern, you can fade it away. And we might see something similar to it, but not it. Something more the development and not just win for win's sake. But also love the call up of this coach, Mick. I do think listen, there's more to come. It's now down to the players in the squad at this present moment to showcase it. Hey coach, I'm ready. So you know the little training drill, concentrate, focus. May the coach say yes, you are trying your best. May the coach say focus. May the coach try to control the ball, try to be on point, try to be accurate as possible. Because this might be your first and only chance. So make it count. So make it count. Flavor the Sound said, yes, MG, we need a national under 20 and under 17 league. We have under 17 league, but not nationally. We have under 20 league, but not nationally. You have your Kasafa, maybe St. Catherine FA, maybe Dong Bush, so maybe. So it's just separate all over. So what you find out is that the talent kind of spread across. Now, one thing I heard a lot of people are talking about the National Premier League is that because it's now 14 teams, they're basically saying that the talent pool kind of spread away. And let me tell you something, people. A lot of people don't know, right? There's so much talent in Jamaica. And the big issue is because there's, as we mentioned earlier, the financial aspect of things. Because there's no money there. It makes no sense. Me I do one this jockey work and on a nightly basis, me I get me 15, 16,000 per night. I work 3-4 nights for week or even 6 nights for week. Me I look for one 70, 80,000 in a 1 week. Even a month, me can make over almost 200,000. I'm a party, I'm enjoy myself. I'm free, me kind of free. Me can get up and do more when me want. Versus a man who play football, who I play for 1 month, I train hard, every day I train hard, every day I work hard, and month end come, I will have 40,000 or 50,000, which is definitely not sufficient because of it factoring all like traveling and all of these things. Now, for players who kind of stay at the clubhouses, them players are kind of alright because them really has traveled up for spending. Because most of the time, a team bus carry them go training, carry them back. So these aspects, so like Mount players that now, the players that Mount players that them good. Them treat them they right there, so them live right there, so because the team house there, so them train there, so things kind of alright, and them still like get them pay. No, it's just down to them to perform consistently to ensure that they must continue to get the pay there. Because the more players that operate, the moment they start playing good, you get kicked to the curve. So, it's ruthless, but it's effective. Very, very effective. And as I said, it fosters that level of competitiveness. So you must go find out the players them get better over time period. Guys, the number is in the comment section. Please smash the like button and call in. Please, people, call in. People, call in, man. Call in, man. Not hurting enough for calling. Not hurting enough for calling. Let me continue. Wicked. Marco, Marco said, Sakine Powell should have gotten a call up as well. Alright, so the thing about it, listen, Marco, and everybody will get called up. No. Some people are going to get left. So I just say, that's just part of that. So some people won't get called up. No. But over the duration, I do think that a lot of players in the Premier League right now, see, it's much excitement make over a squad. No. 2 years time, so much excitement not going to make over it. You know why? Because we're going to realize that it's going to be, if they continue like that, it's going to be a regular thing. So only thing is that now players are going to play to make the 32-man squad. Which is important because they want to go play, they want to go there. So. And if this thing run for 2-3 years and you play in a JPL and you never get called for the squad there, something is wrong with you. It means that you're not move, you're not develop. Do I say the JPL is comparable to the Icelandic top league? Interesting. Funny enough, you know. Yeah, that's funny enough. Funny, very, very funny enough, Dwight. And me never gonna say it, but someone said that. Someone said that, and me surprised when they said. Because, you know, me I expect the boy to superior. And so, even, may I speak with, Elshot. Sorry, my apologies. Elshot. Brian Elshot. He plays for Suriname. He's actually, in getting debut now, 18-year-old for the Suriname national team. He scored per way in a Jamaica, yeah, for Suriname. I asked him about the league in Suriname. And he said that our league is better than their league. And I was surprised because, you know, the notion of the players them when I Dutch side of things come across and stuff. I was really, really surprised. So at least there's 2 leagues where we better than one and on par with one. Better than one and on par with that. I was surprised. Can't believe Romain Blake never get called up. Nor about that sort. I'm more than likely might get it at some point. Tariq Brown said, no, and no, more players than join with Newcastle. Cavaliers and them other teams need to get attached to school. A lot of the schools them are a lot of the teams them are attached to schools, man. A lot of them. Like Arnett to Charlie Smith. I think Cavaliers kinda have some ties with read some of the players them with Idle. So a lot of them are utilizing some of these players. So that's actually good. So most of these players now. The unfortunate thing is that they don't really get to develop as how they want to. But so go sometime. Steph Curry said, I'm making reference to future call up. Ishmael Dwight said attitude and cohesion and what type of teammate they are. Burb said in a span them have a under 15 and under 13 league called LAL Litigation. Promise the way them play. Them regional leagues, them in a summer them play legations league and promotion and relegation one day. So alright. We'll get another call in. Bless up caller, good night. Could you announce yourself to the callers? Caller, you hear me? Yeah, listen. No man, yeah, listen to the noise in the background, man. Lack of noise in the background. Oh, yeah, hear me good now. So tell the people my name, people know what call in, no?
Brother, a burp.
Eh?
A
Brr.
burp.
Brr. Yeah, what go on, burp?
Yeah, brother.
You're low, man. You're low. Put the phone in your mouth, man. You have to talk louder than that, man.
May I say, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I see man a comment and I say, yo, we not for have them money and brother. It's just a training camp. A squad with them.
You're low, man. You're low. People are not here.
That's why I tell somebody if I want to call us, if drop on stream link, bro.
Alright. May I drop the link?
Yeah, man.
Alright, may I drop the link? Alright, so people, so some if you drop the stream link, so me drop the link. John knows my camera. What going for my camera? My camera battery gone, people. Change the battery. I don't know what going on now. Camera battery gone, people. So give me a second. So may I drop the link, people. What is this thing? What is one? Alright, so me drop the link to people, so just jump on. Burp. Are you telling me if you drop the link, you know? Are you telling me if you drop the link, Burp? So people, me drop the link, people. Me drop the link. No, the battery that is so quick, people. I mean, all the battery that is so quick. Alright, see Burp, come on here, people. Yeah, bless up, Burp. What go on?
Damn.
What you say now?
What may I say in terms of, earlier at least, what may I say in terms of, what may I say, schoolboy football have a strong hold upon development, club-wise. You see me? Remember, you know, bro, we are coming from the days as Walker Cup, Manning Cup, or D Cup, or Ben Francis Cup. Now, the schoolboy league, I get drawn out. We are gonna have we have all Manning a play, we have Super Cup a play, we have Walker Cup a play. Now I think them are gonna have match between the Trinity school them and we. Plus them are gonna have Miami Classic now. Where does the time they with the youth them are playing at the league, I gonna get for gel with the club. What them are alright, Mr. Man I say yo, we need to align with schools and rate and blah 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 blah. We are gonna still have the school them are gonna push because they want these players playing at the schoolboy league. What we need to do is implement the clubs to have academies.
So what is the case in which them say, alright, so once you participate with the club them, you cannot affiliate with any of the school them again. What if them implement that?
Man I gonna left the club them. If you go play schoolboy football. Remember say a conditioning, remember say schoolboy football have hundreds of years of history, you know? While the National League just have maybe 50 something, you know? They just reach 50 something with you know? Kind of 70s it really come, but we not have the longevity of club history, bro. Now we can have a pseudo academy system where players can go to let's like how you say you have Charlie Smith and Arnett. You have them in your academy system opposed to them. Those players won't play for the school none at all. Those are exclusively for Arnett, but they go to the school because the school is affiliated with the club. You gotta have man we're gonna just play for the school exclusively. But they maybe not play for the club none at all. You understand me? I say?
Yeah, I say.
Them man they will play for school, them can go on a college or them don't take ball serious. them just not take ball serious, none at all. But we are try to breed a environment of professionalism. You see me I say, bro. And the next thing now. So after the development gap of U10, U8, U13, U15, U20, you have to have a next gap right there, so which would have been the B team. So like how you have Real Madrid Castilla, we play big man football but at a lower level, where them can't go past Real Madrid. Yeah, you see me I say? We can't have that too, because you know sometimes there's a development gap between U20 football and big man football. You see me I say?
Me say I say regards to that, you know. And one of the reasons why, well, a lot of people don't know, one of the reasons why schoolboy football is not necessarily at the level of how people would want it to be. I would say, boy, them not good enough, because schoolboy football is actually an extracurricular activity. I don't know how to man them train 2 times a day, and all them do a rest in between, and a club program, you know. And for us to operate one program like what we see in the Premier League overseas, it means that every single club must have an academy, and these academy are what's going to filter and play the National Under 21 League, National Under 17 League, and National Under 13 League, whatever. It means that the club them are going to finance that. And at present moment, the club them barely can finance, and maintain themselves. Just figure finance all of that down there, so.
Exactly.
It's easy.
It's not easy, you know, but remember, you know, with the PFJL, them a put clubs on the stock market. Them as clubs that sell merch. So after that time, these things will trickle down. So in a couple year time, we can actually have these things coming to fruition and not just being ideas.
Yeah.
So this now I got force a level of professionalism from a younger age. And the smaller club them, I got say, alright, perfect example. Me and Fresh chat about the league almost every day. Watch this now. They have a team named Duane Park. I wish part Peter McGregor left from and go Sweden. Duane Park, I wish part Warner Brown just get sign up Slovenia. What, 2 days or last night, I don't even know.
Yesterday, about 2 days now in the
Boy, I don't know. I'm on the road from the day yesterday. I'm tired. So all of this are news to me. You see me I say? And that club is them not even play Super League, a Major League them in. Them grown almost the pitch is almost as better than Arnetone. No, which dirt. Yo, Fresh, send Guna the sit where send me.
You know, so me have to go down there. Me need to take a walk go down there.
Chris piece of feel.
Me need to go have a look down there, man.
Chris like chits, bro. If
that Republic said, ask Mr. Big up Shane, big up my bro. Ask Mr. Speed. Ask Mr. Speed if many of the youngsters are opting for college instead of playing for clubs. Yes.
Yeah, I remember when he said that.
Yes, they are, and that's a fact. And there's a reason for that. Remember, I know most of these youngsters are coming from background where it's very, very humble background. I hope it's that's humble background, which means that they will be prioritizing their education aspect more so than anything else, because they want to ensure that even if football not work out, them have that to look parts. Yeah, man.
I agree with the way you say what I got, but I'll put an spin on it. Remember, you know, make it as an actual pro in a regular sense. For go overseas, it's harder way you do it from here. So going to college in the States, I got provide a quicker avenue to become a full-fledged pro. To get drafted, or you can play for your USL team.
Yeah, and in the same time period, your school.
Yeah, they go school.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, after you can eligible for the draft after 1 year though.
I think so. Yeah, man. I think so. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure the
I think that's a basketball like NFL do it though. After 1 year, you can go for the draft. But that's beside the point. But as I say, brother, we just need that structure there between senior football and youth football. And the reason why we out the is to have a strong hold on the youth development side of football. JFF load them up over the years. That's
I know load them up, you know. I not think I load them up, but you have to remember, say, that was alright. So this is what happened, right? Because you can put it that even JFF themselves have farmer people, because the president for JFF in farmer school something there, Glenmuir. Him got Glenmuir schoolboy football match, go watch them, and he love when them a play. All of them, even every single one of them associate with the school as well. Now say them are from the not like that, but them got the match, them enjoyed. So there bit of rivalry, they still there amongst them. A bit of patriotic aspect of schoolboy football still amongst them. So you know, say if the president got KC and the vice president got JC, you know, it's a little thing there, and them look forward to that. So that little camaraderie they build up. But look at this.
So,
it might sound a way say a JFF allow it to happen, but remember that it's not a matter. Remember, say the clubs them not financially can have one academy where they can use these same young youths and bed them in or give them proper development. So the schoolboy football formulate a structure where these same young youths can train, go school, do them schoolwork, and get them subject just the same. Not all them, but get them subject as well. But also develop these skills and these young players who can move to different places. Remember, I know, say, what you find out is this, you know. So when just think about it, if schoolboy football just start, right? And you look on some of these school youths who just come out of schoolboy football, a lot of people feel like, say, the school youths them just walk going to JPL team. 90% of the school youths, the schoolboy footballers them, they can't make a JPL team them. Probably 98% they cannot make a JPL team them. So the other 98 players, the 2% are probably like say 120 players who just them just stand out. Them really stand out. So they were
further go now. What you say go back to having the clubs having
but because them really stand out, they had the opportunity. So most people go see them 20 there. But the rest of them are play major league, for some teams Division 1, D2 or Super League. So which means they will be associated with some clubs in the lower tier where they can play some football and get some development going forward.
I true still, but you know what the problem.
No, but the thing is, no. Remember, so we have the reason why we see the comparison is because when we look upon it, we see schoolboy, some of schoolboy footballer, we see them going to JPL, and because them going to JPL, we look upon it say, boy, if them man can make JPL, it means the JPL not good. All right, look upon this, right? CC, Clarendon College, and them basically are the champion of schoolboy football this season. And when them join Chapelton Maroons, the last time they play on it, a 5 them pick up.
And then coach get fired.
Exactly. So exactly the same coach will dominate schoolboy football. Look at this now. Mr. Shakes, one of KC best player. Yes, in the Cavaliers team, but I'm a starter. Most of these youngsters, them, I don't start them. I want to play them when I schoolboy football right now. Him look, alright, let me tell you, Malachi, him look good. Malachi is a talented youth, talented baller. Malachi and Shaka. Even though you can see the Shaka a bit light, we are here and there. He's a bit light on that aspect. But in the same sense, it's not a case in which people feel, say, these school youths just done schoolboy football and then can tear up JPL. No, as me say, 5 of them play against Arnett. 5 of them play against Arnett. That's half a team. And 5 them pick up. Karim said, big question military go now. Why the players can't make the transition from USL? That I don't want, I want you to do some research on. And that you need to have a coach from USL. You know, Karim, based off speaking to agents, I tend to hear. All right, so this is what happened. Basically, based off an agent tell me this. The transition from USL to MLS, the first priority is always the American player. First priority.
Yep.
And if the MLS team looking at your squad, so you're good in a USL, right? You're really, really good in a USL. And you're 23-year-old. And them looking at your squad and say, blows and skirt. Me nah nobody bad say no. Say no, look across our next MLS team and look and see another 23-year-old who look just as good as you. You know what you prefer do? You prefer go to the next MLS club, go buy the ball there, rather than go for the USL.
Remember in a Karumi, USL and MLS, you know, are two different something. I remember American football, it's closed off, you know. USL want be on par with MLS.
No matter about players, not about players. Why
no,
players
me know, you know.
Yeah.
Me know, you know, but me show him the shrimps. Remember them rather buy from within than for go a USL because them have USL as quote unquote bush league.
Mm-hmm.
And players are not up to that standard because they want to be one of the best leagues in the world. That is why. That is one of the reasons why. And it's not just our players. It will come from Jamaica. I have this problem. I'm sure fresh a baller used to play with Flemo or Phoenix. Wicked striker. I know we started him play for Gunga. Schalke. He plays for Schalke's second team. Him get game for Schalke and him not really crack it. He's still there.
Who that?
So him playing at his, I don't remember his name. He's, I think I'm from Uzbekistan him come from. Or some one of them fireplace there. See? The man him play in the second team. I think in a regional league or German third league. I don't remember. And he looks good in the second team. But when him go up to the Bundes, him not really, you know.
Cut it.
As since I've recent him start give more time in the Bundes. And him start playing more games. And even start score now. So it's not just we have this problem.
Lanars, Lanars, I see come on a while ago, you're gone. Where you gone, man? Me see man just come on a while ago. I'm just bring him on. Yeah, man, me see Karim said do the research, man. Why we can't move up to MLS? It's not so easy as I think, Karim. There's
not so easy, bro. MLS not buy down.
No,
them buy out and pan for them level. Remember say them it's a money thing this so. See Gaza about what I tell you about the Winnie Park field.
Oh.
Chris like chips, bro.
So Lamar Walker currently in Russia at training on a team name. Let me check something. Let me check.
David,
see me can find
it. Bro.
Eh? Yeah, me I tell you. I know say for me tongue. For me
heavy. Yeah. I think them upon them there Turkey had some one with that training.
Team when they would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember saying me can find because me know them in the post it what time, yeah.
Where is Pearson? Karum and Pearson they are Tulsa City in the USL.
USL.
Lamar animate to you basically animate to Europe.
Oh, me can't find it. I mean no say me the post it, you know.
All of them sitting here a fresh send me. yeah, bro. So can I call him for a minute?
Oh, me can't find it. Go on.
Kimiki side name.
Yes. Kimiki.
Big up Jamie for the clutch with the name.
Oh?
Jamie Ricketts. I'm for the name.
Jamie Ricketts a football man, no man. They no miss. Jamie Ricketts no miss.
Yeah, man, bro. So it's just a right. All right. My boy, Prodigy. Of course, I say, oh, someone know with the money I go. Like,
yeah,
no.
But me not see back again.
You see, him reason. Him not reason from a wider view. Him reason from a myopic view, bro. It's not a matter of where the money I got. These man, it's not a squad where them I got play. As a training squad. If me I got a training 2 times for 1 week, 365, 52 week of the year gonna from man who come from where Iceland got World Cup and a Euro. And no, I never carry them guy you a lie, me I tell you. But in carry them guy World Cup, which is a A license UEFA coach for 52 weeks out of 365 days of the year. 2 times for a week, go now. Me not gonna get better. Remember, you know, we don't have a gap between the development stage of football already, you know.
All right,
And
so
this man a come in from run our part at you know the training squad them for the whole year. No better, you go better.
yeah, man, Germany can call, man. The number put in the comment section, you know.
Why patient go USA better did I wait. Better did wait.
Alan
Why?
Harris said, come on and gone. Jemrick said, big up. John Paul said, MG, I'm glad to see these cool guys get a call up. Blake should have been there too. I think Blake will get him chance, man. I feel like Blake will get him chance. Leon said, why Pearson go USL? Better him did wait. Listen, man, it's an opportunity. Pearson at 18. It's a professional contract. Opportunity for him put some food on the table. Yes, he might sound away, but you have to factor in these things, you know, man. You have to factor in these things. So Jermaine are calling. Bless up, my boss. How go on?
Yes, man. Long time.
How things?
Quick question, guys. Yeah, everything's good, you know. This is America, man, and life, you know.
All right.
Pay the bills and keep moving, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming. 2% for you. I'm coming to Jamaica this week, not this weekend. Next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be in a Trichalon area for the weekend. Is there like a Premier League going on the side between Falmouth and Ochi? Any team up there in another region?
Hold on. Which day? Next week after next, I say? This weekend?
And then following weekend will be in Kingston, more like the Arlington and Wanderers game.
Oh, okay. This weekend.
I forgot Moby.
Let me check. I think man. Moby it out there though. More than likely Moby it out there. West Pow. Alright. So let me see. Tivoli, Umberland. Alright. Moby is away. Actually, Moby I play Harborview location.
Okay.
Oh, that's a Jacksal. Eh? Unfortunately, the games them are go. I see your salt. Moby look like Moby I go play. I go there Jacksal and Falkland I play Monday night. So Monday night I don't have Anthony Spalding. I see your salt, man.
Him can't watch the Jackson match, man. That's still close.
Yeah, Jackson and St. Ann, man. Yeah. No, it's not far, man. It's about 45 minutes drive, man. Yeah, man. Probably they at the game there as well. Okay.
Here's my major question to you guys. I heard you guys talking about MLS and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I came to America in 1995,
Oui.
MLS have just launched.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, me I hear.
Remember after 94 World Cup, right?
Yeah.
For Brazil, MLS have just launched, right? And so we have had a lot of Jamaican players in the league. You remember Paul Young and all those guys, right? Start of the league. A lot of Jamaican
Well,
players.
listen. 95, me a 3-year-old.
95 minutes ready for buying it.
I say you baby, man.
95.
But I'm just giving you that.
But me know the history. Say, a whole for Jamaicans in the league at that point in time.
Yeah.
Jamaica was their feeding ground.
There you go. Not just to Jamaica and Salvador and these places, right? Anyway, that I have a lot of South American friends. And so the last 10 years or so, the last, I'll say, 6 to 7 years, the last 5 to 6 years, they start going to South America and they start bringing in these players, these young South American players. Top talent players, right? Brazilian, Argentinians, Ecuadorian, whatever, top talent players. That's when I noticed they start to drop. Because at one point we used to have Omar Cobbins, all these guys. Like every team, I'm talking about 8 years ago, all with top talent from Jamaica. That's when they started to start That's when I realized the A-League full of Jamaican ball. I said, what the hell is going on? Full of Jamaican ball. And so they start to replace the ballers from CONCACAF with South American players. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that. That was when the influx of that started. They start paying high money, high fees for these young 17-year-old South American players. If you check the team name, and then they started developing homegrown players. So this started about 9 years ago. You know, the shift started with South American players, and they not just drop Jamaican players; they drop players from the whole CONCACAF.
You know why they do that?
Yes, I know why they do it. I heard you guys say, money and all that, which is true. But they actually wanted us to raise the league standard too, right? And so, let me hear the reason why you said they do that.
All right, 2 factors. Yes, I would agree to them want to raise the standard of the league, but one of the biggest factor is they want to improve on their homegrown talent. They want to improve on their homegrown talent. Because if they consistently integrate players from other nationals, basically you're paying other nationals, you're improving other nationals, you're bettering other nations. So when I start now to bring in, that is the reason why in America, in the USL and the MLS, most of these clubs are mostly Americans in that club right now. So they kind of fade out the other nationals because them get level the rise of standard to a particular level, and then them fade out. So you know they start now. So the older ball them who want to finish off their career can come across in MLS, so the younger players then can see, that is the level I'm supposed to do, and try to reach the level, so that I improve the younger players, even though the older players them. So for example, a 35-year-old Higuain, or who was watching old baller, David Beckham, a 35-year-old David Beckham, it would be superior, superior than some of their better players in the league. So when you bring across a 35-year-old David Beckham and one 18-year-old young youth who play for the same MLS team, would have seen this player and said, okay, this is the requirement to play at that level. This is the requirement to be that good. Let me incorporate those training regimes. Let me incorporate that ideology. And having a player like that in and around the team, I'm going to make everybody else get better. Them training session, or them train, or them approach football. And over a time period, when you realize that players meet that criteria, you don't necessarily need to go at the lower nations and to say, boy, you're bringing them players, unless those players are definitely elite standards, like the Andre Blake, where say season back a season him do this, where him at the elite level, so you don't need you can work with that one there. So say if them come for one players, one youngster, no, say them come for one, say one MLS team, say one Whisper, say my top talent, and as much as in their MLS and it start do good, if one transfer will come in for one European nation, because in their MLS, right? And then say, boy, who want to play? I can tell us, the first priority is to try to find players, one player from Fidem League, or a player from Fidem Club, to see if they can show him first. Because they must say, boy, we have this to offer as well. Because the truth is now, a lot of people don't know, the truth about football is a business. And they will prioritize your own and how they can benefit first and foremost.
That's so true.
And that is the reason why a lot of people. That is the reason why a country like Canada.
Is other things on the line still?
Huh? Yeah. That is the reason why a country like Canada is so rich. If anybody if me I go to Canada, I'm gonna look at work at Canada. The first thing I do, the position I go there for, they must search the whole country to see if one person want the position there before they even consider me. And if nobody don't want it, then they will consider me. They must look after their own
like
first.
That.
Huh?
Okay, yeah. Is the other guy on the line still?
Yes, he's on the line, Simon.
Yeah, man, there, man,
Okay,
bro.
I have another question. So I have something to show about it, So, do you know what they used to do to get players from to come into Major League, right? They used to have the draft. Remember the draft they used to have?
Yeah,
the super draft.
Super draft, they call it?
Yeah.
No, the Adidas, stuff, the MLS draft.
Yeah.
But, them have this thing with them, Adidas pick up a game and all that. And then so, Darren Mattox come through, right? Dean Richards, Big Name, Curry Stevens, you know that guy, right? All these guys, Damani Rock, all those guys. What they realized now was that they cannot, that the talent that's coming through that is okay, but it's just okay, it's not that good. This goes back to we looking at Manning Cup. I use Manning Cup back in the time as the standard. It's just this season. It's just this year, I hear people, this year and the last World Cup cycle, I see people in Jamaica start to finally realize that Manning Cup is not the standard that we should use.
No, right? Manning Cup schoolboy football cannot be the standard. It could
no,
not be.
No, I understand them as saying a good. I understand.
I know that, but some people think it's the greatest thing.
Exact, that he must
really?
Say. Remember, hold on, German.
No, me not think. Really, me not think people do that.
Hold on there, bro. No, remember, you know.
Some people coming from the school for program to go right in national team. But I'm saying,
no.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Players coming from college is not the ideal way to go.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, to be honest with you, in America here, high school football, soccer is nothing. High school basketball is okay. High school football is okay. College football is the big thing, right? But if we're gonna use Manning Cup, I'm not saying, you know, I think people start to pay attention now. Because look, here's what let me give you a point now. You still have a player scoring all these goals, and they must have, boy, this guy look good. But this guy's 19, playing against a bunch of 16 years old, and he played 4 or 5 seasons. Of course, he's gonna be out against his peers, right? So I know for a fact that I heard some people use that as a standard bearer, use, you know, Manning Cup to grade. Not everybody does, but I know back in the past some people used to do that. And so I'm glad that we finally start to realize that we can use this, you know, as a standard bearer.
Yeah, right? As a template. I agree with that 100%.
I'm gonna ask one last question, and then I'm gonna go. This coach that we have, and I have, to be honest with you, I don't respect the JFF at all, but at some point you have to have a ceasefire, right? And I just, right now, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and everything. I just hope that we as a nation, you know, can move forward, right? And I'm put everything, you know, behind that. I'm going to go to games. I'm going to come to Jamaica and go to games.
Yeah.
They're playing them. I'm going to game and support them.
When last I watch a match?
You know, I went to the match, the last match with Argentina, and
no, man, I talk about a local football match.
Man said they're sorry from 95, bro.
Because I live in Orlando, right? So I do go to the Orlando game, right? And I go to look at stuff around here.
No, man, I talk a local Jamaican match. When last I watch a local Jamaican match?
Bro, the man said they're sorry from 95.
I watched a local Jamaican match. Fully, I only watch the highlights, right? That's why I'm coming out here this weekend, and I'm going to take you some game.
All right, take you some game, man. Let me tell you. You see, like how you're calling and discuss. You see, many people, you spend time watch a game for yourself and said, rotted. You're gonna be surprised. And
because to be honest with you, I've been on several channels, and your name come up all the time. And do you know why?
Why?
No one really have respect for the local league.
Exactly.
But somehow you have, and I always said, if you want to know a local league, ask Military Goon. He's the one, because I'm not dissing the local league. I'm not at all, you know. So I'm coming as a matter of fact, the rival that I know when I was there was Arnett Garden and Tivoli, right? Arnett and Boys Town. When I come out 2015 watch again, it was Boys Town and Arnett was a big rival.
Okay.
I was like, what is going on? You know, I'm saying, yes, I think the big rival this. You know, so I'm coming out, you know, I'm going to watch some game. But here's my final thing now. If the coach, right, the players that we like in Jamaica, and the coach, you know, take a look at them, you know, evaluate them, and say, okay, these guys, you know, I'm going to need some more time, you know, and move on from them and choose his team, right? There was in the past saying that Mr. Steele put players in, and this I put players in, and I put players in, right? I know that, okay, he's in Jamaica right now. He's just got there. He doesn't really know what's going on. You know, he's going to learn now. within the next 3 to 6 months, if the team pick, you think that people is going to say the same thing, that he's not picking the team?
All right, so based off of this first team selection, him pick a team.
You think so?
Based off of this first team selection, him pick a team. I mean, know the reason why. Huh?
You're talking the one that he just did right now?
Yes, this one.
I'm different because he just got there.
All right, so
anyway.
Well on. All right, so you know how much you watch from him come?
No.
All right. Since he arrived, he has watched about 7 games. He watched 4 games. My apologies. 4 games he watched since he arrived.
Plus we would have watch when him come to Jamaica differently.
All right. And he watch the Allman in all the Casa Cup. He watched that. He come at the Premier League games. I was at the games then come. He come at the double header at Stadium East, and he came at the double header at Jungle. And
him probably have the Sports Max
good
too.
And you have the Sports Max app, man. And how me know is because me sit down right beside him. As I can see, one photo we take with Manning's man and something there, I sit down right beside him.
I believe you.
When he get the team sheet and him ask the names of the players him ask me some of my players him. So who's that player? Such as that's the reason I can say there's one player in particular. He's very interested in one player in particular. When me tell him the player age, he was very, very surprised. As we say, next week, if the team pick again next week, I'm going to tell him about the player next week. If the team pick again next week. And I tell us, these names are right down. All right, so him pick Colin Anderson from when Portmore United. I think Cavaliers play against. Let me see if I can find who Cavaliers play against.
Cavaliers play
Portmore. Good. The second goal of Colin Anderson score when he head the ball down. I think Colin Anderson make one burst around, kind of big, and he make one burst around, and he's falling in answer. And he look, and then when he score goal now, this one goes to boom and write down his name.
So he was at that game.
Yeah, he was that game. So you realize you see some Portmore United players. All right, so the reason why so much so you see Portmore United players. So these are the games. You don't see no Veer. You don't see quite a few teams. So these are the teams. Now some of these players would have been in the team based off a previous call up. So them not say, boy, them man get called up already. But as me say, him look upon these players specifically. And when Mount Pleasant was playing a very good brand of football with them that hold possession well. Them not utilizing midfield because in the first time when I think the second game when I played on the first day, him that say boy, him kind of complain say the ball they not try to play ball on the ground. He make a kind of complaint like that initially. Then now when the Mount Pleasant play, him kind of find interest in how Mount Pleasant didn't move the ball across the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of gets interest on that.
Okay. So in your defense, I always tell people, you're not there watching the league, you're not sure what's going on, you're going to get highlights. And people on the ground is telling you what's going on. And I always tell everybody, listen to military, because he's on the ground, in Devon and in Siwa, right? And so it's unfair for people to bash the league in and out and don't know exactly what's going on.
Didn't right? Watch it.
Bro, a condition,
There you go. And I said, listen to I said, talk to military go now, listen to him. He's going to, I think you got to most of the game then. From here you talk,
Mm-hmm.
You talk around the country.
But this is something, Germany. This is one thing now, Germany. It's like, right, so one time I go one game, right? So one time I talk about football in Jamaica, I'm going to say a player is good. Automatically people believe I say the player is Lionel Messi. Them start think me I compare the players them to Ravel Morrison, Bruno Fernandes, De Bruyne. I'm not doing that. I'm continue to say when you hear me speaking, I'm speaking in reference to what what the league that I'm speaking about. I speak about schoolboy football. I said Satchel is a talented youth. Me no mean say a Cody Gakpo. Me no mean that. Me mean say he is a very talented youth inside of Jamaica. Yes, and you have all the other factors, them redevelopment, in age, and you have to look on that as well. But he's talented, no doubt about that. So, may I speak in reference to what is happening here in Jamaica. We got under 10 competition, and we can tell us this is some under 10 ball.
You can't understand everything because we're not sure what's going on the ground, you know? I don't know if that was my question. I'm going to ask you one last one, and I'm going to list after here. In terms of development, right? And I know that we have been behind in development. And I know since the last year or so that, you know, things kind of take a shape. You know, everybody start to wake up now. You know, people start to see. Have you seen within the last 8 months, have you seen like any form of grassroots training, anything start to take over, start to change in a little bit with the Paris associations?
All right,
people start to wake up now.
All right, so for me, I have seen. All right, so something will come back in a long while that was been playing Premier League, and as you can see, within 6 months, I participated in 2 under 10 competitions. So grassroots football is actually coming back to fruition. It's coming back to fruition.
Island-wide, not just a few places. Island-wide.
Island-wide, no, you see, I can't account for island-wide. Me know say the under, so under 13, under 14, under 14, under 16, me know so know that schoolboy football, right? So that's actually a part of the grassroots. But below that, they have primaries. They have the island-wide primary, the primary league that was kept just a few weeks. I think what you have now, earlier part of December, I believe. So I do.
Is that something that just started about recently? That just started about recently, or that was going on all along?
It just started back, man, because it break for a good while because of the COVID, and before that it was resources, but it's a start back now.
Okay.
So a few things that are kicking, a few things that come back to fruition, and as we can say, it have to start from somewhere. And the important part is this: the stipulations are that if there's 10 players gathering kicking a ball, a certified coach must be there organizing it.
Thank you. I meant to mention that to you. Thank you. You hit on a point now.
Big up Ryan, big up Elite Sports TV. Boss change your name. Big up Ryan.
You hit on something really big right so. Because growing up in the neighborhood, right? You see this man saying my master coach and master this and master that. And he don't know jack. Right? So no, and it's true. So now you're saying that with certified coaches. Because I know in the States here and Canada, you have to be certified to coach any league. You have to be coached, you have to be certified. Even if you coach at a primary school, you have to basic school, you have to be certified. So that's going on. Where do they get the certificate from?
All right, so
where did they get certified?
All right, so this is what happened, right? You have all right, so most of the coaches right now, a lot of people don't know, most of the coaches that are coaching in Jamaica are teachers. Most of them are teachers, like Jeremy Thompson, Thomas. Most of them are teacher, man. Most of them right across. Even the schoolboy football teachers. So what I find out now, so the stipulation for the Premier League is this, right?
And track and field.
What was that?
My coach used to coach cricket, football, and track and field. And music.
What was his certification? Oh.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
He just have a music certification.
All right. So this is what happens now. At the Premier League level, all coaches in the Premier League have to have a B license. All coaches in the Premier League. And then they have their assistant. Assistant can have a C license. So most of them have a C license. So we'll find out now, most of the same Premier League coaches, the schoolboy, some of them have coached schoolboy football team, and also some of the coaches, Premier League assistants are schoolboy football coaches. So all of them are associated with some level of football or Premier League clubs. Like, let me tell you now. So, for example, the goalkeeper coach for Arnett is the same goalkeeper coach for Dintil. The goalkeeper coach for Waterhouse is the same goalkeeper coach for Georges. The goalkeeper that keeps for... Huh?
That's a low standard. That's low.
Why is that?
From schoolboy football football to national program.
No, but you have to remember. No, listen to this now, right? They have the qualifications to coach the National League, but
Okay.
they are assisting the schools in getting the players in school better.
Okay.
So
That makes
for the
sense, right?
schoolboy competition, if you want to see these players playing at a good level, that is the reason why you have the national coaches who are coaching in the schoolboy football competition. So it's not a case in which they must schoolboy football coach level and then go coach national. No, they are national coaching level with national coaching certification who go coach schoolboy football. Because they might move away, because schoolboy football becomes such a prestigious competition, and it's so heavily invested in. They want some of the better coaches coaching these youngsters.
Oh, and bro, bear in mind, there's also a shortage of.
There's a shortage of certified coaches, so you're going to find out that the certified coaches them are going to do whole for work. That is the reason why then get some C license coaches who is fairly good enough, who can participate in a schoolboy football. So for the schoolboy football coaches, I don't think you can find a schoolboy football coach who don't have a certification. All of them have a certification, at least a DRC license.
They're supposed to be certified now. With this day, they're supposed to be certified.
Good. That is the reason why the levels of schoolboy football has risen over a time period. Because as I said, now when me start playing schoolboy football, the man who coach me, I don't think he know two for them different. Until my last year at the Casa Cup, where me actually get a certified coach, and that is where me know how to play local football and can help myself. But so right across the board, so let me tell you now. So like so St. Catherine I coach, right? Certified coach, also coaching a major league team.
Anthony Patrick used to
Anthony
coach
Patrick, good. And he's also using some of the St. Catherine players play for his major league team.
I'm not going to call his name on the phone, on the name, but I have a friend that was coaching a prominent high school in St. Catherine, big high school in St. Catherine, the assistant coach. And he doesn't have a license at all. And he was one of the assistant coach. They were DMN in charge, and he's going to get his license and get his license. He's coaching that school for 7 years.
So he's still coaching in school now?
Don't have a license. No, he's not. And they didn't even talk about it. He must have why the dog there now. Right now, he's not thinking of being forced to get it. But there was no urge for him to get his license.
Oh, right? But how long ago was that? How long ago was that?
He lived in the state now going on 4 years now.
4 years? Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't have a license now.
Exactly, but that means he feel away a good while now, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying 4 years ago he didn't have a license. He was one of the assistant coach, right? And so that was something that we looked right over. I heard you say about B license. But just about 3 years ago, they were checking out how many coaches in Jamaica have B license. And it was less than a handful.
Well, there's quite a lot now. You have A license coaches you have now in Jamaica. The CONCACAF A license.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I see things that get better, man. All right, so they'll just come out for the year, I'll come out with the phone and go and listen, all right?
All right, bless up. Come soon close off now. 2 hours now there, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right, bless
respect, man. Go on with the thing, man. Enough love, respect.
All right. Yeah, we're so you see the whole aspect, if Jamaica if we want our football to improve, coaching have to improve.
Yeah, man. That's a
Travis Pesser, big up. Camille Wolf is a teacher who coaching at John. Exactly. I think Camille Wolf finishing license about. How long now Camille Wolf finishing license? But I know some of the license nowadays. See, exactly.
We just have a gap. It's a gap we have right now, Because the man them will never have no license, go do the C license, then do the B license, then they have some other little man run at some part where catch up. We just have a gap there.
So one thing I have to comment JFF on, where them say the importance or the implication of you must have a license if you want to be participating at the coaching level at the highest level. You must have you have to have a license. If 5 man on kickball and you want to coach them, you must have some level of certification so that the man can kick the ball. So I better know your people make them kick the ball. So all if you're not good as a coach, even if a man not having license and you better than him, mere fact you have a license, he won't get the job. That is important. Travis Preston said E Republic. Maybe I misunderstood MG. What happened? I'm missing. What going? What misunderstand how? Tapa Whitmore is a teacher. No, E Republic. Me said most of the SBF coaches are teachers. Most of them. Most of them when we meet. Me not talk about the Premier League. So you have the Premier League coaches who are coaching SBF teams. But you also have regular coaches who are coaching SBF teams.
Is either them a PE teacher or a regular teacher?
A regular teacher, but them have the license. Miran Gardner is a teacher, I believe. I believe Andrew Pierce is also a teacher. Most of these guys who are coaching schoolboy football. Haile Selassie assistant coach. Most of them, man. Them are teachers.
I think Jay got coach. I think he's a teacher as well.
Most of them are teachers. So that's a positive where them can disseminate information to the younger ones. Anyways, people, Kingdom said D license the first, then C, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a gap there. So all of everybody right now we are playing catch up, get everybody certified now.
No, but you see, the thing is, better late than never. Better late than never.
Remember,
so by 2025, 2025, we're supposed to have most of the top tier coaches are A license coaches.
And bro,
and then now the lower tier are B license coaches. So hopefully.
Bro, bear in mind, But I said the yeah, the coach everyone has some
Vass Reynolds coach, Davian Ferguson a teacher, Vass Reynolds a teacher. So you see, that's a big positive.
Bro, remember I said you have the little money where coaching a D1 and D2 and Major League.
Yeah, but them have certification as well.
No, I'm not talking about the one they have it. There are some that still don't. So right now, you have them and they go play catch up now.
Me not listen, as me say still. Alright, so one time the cuss off a Major League go on, all I coach them when me see a man have the certification.
No, me not talk about cuss off bro. That cuss off are different. It's a whole different kind of word. So we are talking about some far bush out in some part when some place. But saying that is a whole headache in and of itself,
Yeah, I'm saying I say. Alright, so bro, we'll close off now. People at 10:30 now, Jamaican time, 10:30.
Right.
I'm no one wants to show run long.
Where did the time go?
So bro, bless up massive respect for coming on now. Thorough appreciation now, my brother.
Yeah man, bro.
Hopefully everything is good with you and family,
Yeah man.
Alright, people, listen to me, I say people, me I beg you long people to come show me some support with the Patreon people. Me I look for expand now, people. I want to expand. Me really, I look for expand. Me I try expand because, well, as me say, people, the people who are going to participate in the Patreon, there is special, what they call it now, perks. Can I say? Cause some things I want to gain access to, where I say, boy, very few people can get them the privilege. Can don't know say me travel, go place, go see this and go see that. I'm more than wanting to forget it. And I can't put it on YouTube. There's a reason I can't put it on YouTube because I get in trouble feet. But I can post it in my Patreon group. And in a Patreon group, we can chat basically like text message, group chat. It's like a group chat. You have them facilities there, people. But anyways, people, I beg you to support. Please go over there. Link in the description, link in the comment section. Click it and just we could start a program. We could start something good and start a community, a Patreon community. Anyways, people, big up and massive respect. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And look out for thing tomorrow, people. We'll have a discussion to go on tomorrow. Burb said, when you go match day vlog, hey, that's a matter. So Patreon will get that, Burb. Patreon will get that. And me can tell, no, me go on too bad, man. Me go on too bad. Me go on too bad. Anyways, but yo, me start that. Me go start that. Me definitely something me can start do. Me feel like something me can start do. But anyways, people, massive respect. And me can do some daily vlogs as well. Show now me run do videos them and something. Show now everything operate. Show now MG Sports operate. Show now, yeah. But that's for this something there for the Patreon. Yes, it's a gated community. It's a gated community. So I'm going to show you every little aspects of how my day-to-day running. So the patients are going to get the opportunity, match day. And if you can't give it even match, don't know. You probably can work out something for you. can work out something for you. So don't worry about it. Wicked man say like over estate. Caribbean estate. It's bigger than that, man. Anyways, people, big up, massive respect, people. Everybody in the comment section. Hopefully you guys are doing good. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Join the program tomorrow, people. We'll have some program for do. We'll have a JPL review show for do tomorrow. What else? I think, yeah. We have some more things to discuss tomorrow, people. So see you tomorrow, people. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I'll see you again. Big up. MG Sports TV, people. We are out. Boom.